Timer is on 0, but I am here. I think that might have been a jump scare to anyone watching. Hopefully not. But I am here. I am here. I am here. Not late. Perfectly bang on time. Just making sure that we got the game ready to go. Which it kind of basically is. There we go. Good afternoon and welcome to some SimRail. I don't know what we've got waiting us. I think we'll do a... Okay, got a bunch of trains like about to spawn. Which one should I do? Let's do that one. Hello, Jordan. Why, like, where's the faith, you know? Where's the faith that I can be better? That I can do better than instant death? Oh, God, it's gone. I need to remember the number in my head. 24911, I think it was. Hello? Keyboards? Thank you very much. There you go, 24911. Is that the one? I think so. It's a passenger service, 2.5 hours. Sounds like an intercity type of service. I'm not going to lie. I don't know how much longer I can be bothered to do no HUD for. how much longer I can drive. How much longer I can bother to drive with no HUD. English. You'll never think it's my first language. How are you doing, Geordie? How are you doing, fan of transport? Good to see you again. First time on start of stream. I don't know whether, it's you or me. That's the problem, but it's 2 p.m. streams are like my ideal time. They're actually like the time that I used to stream at quite often. Like my schedule once upon a time for a long time was 2 to 5. Long time. I feel like I'm missing something on my stream screen, but I don't think I am. Gonna have a microphone ready. Doesn't really look like a microphone, I assure you. It's a microphone. It goes into my headphone. If we need to communicate with any dispatch, I'll take over the train now. We are going to Katowice. Disable autopilot. We will... Let's do what needs to be done, right? Instrument lighting always. I'll do like my... Actually, you know what? No, let's have it... But just have it dimmed. So if we do go into a tunnel, I don't know if we will go through any tunnels, but if we do, we'll be ready for that. We do have a passenger service, so turn train heating on. That is fine. Radio channel 4, I believe we already are on channel 4, so we're good, it seems like. Right. We are due to next stop at Klimontov, which is at 256.24. Currently on, I believe, 120 kilometers per hour speed limit. Always takes some like remembering and getting back into it. Mark, hello mate, how you doing? Not too well? Get well soon, my friend. It's not that the game volume is quiet, Geordie. It's that this Muppet, absolute nonce, has forgotten to set the audio properly. You'll realize just how much audio you've actually been missing once that turns on. Yeah, get well soon, Mark. Hope you're alright. What time are we actually due here? Where's my clock? Okay, the clock is there. Right, we're due to leave here at 2:15. It's currently like, what's that, 11 past 2, 12 past? I mean, it's not like it's not like I haven't got this right in front of me. Anyway, I don't have my map open today, so in terms of like, is a signal box, what's the word, like is someone in there, what trains are behind, in front, what could be causing issues. Hey, I ain't got a clue. I ain't got a Scooby, so we are just going to go with the flow and go from there. Here's like a jumbo jet. It feels strange. You know what? These are the moments, Mark, you realize how much for granted you took being healthy. It's like when your nose gets blocked when you're ill, and it's only then you realize, wow, man, being able to breathe through a nose was so cool. I miss it. I should have been more appreciative of it. But yeah, get well soon, my man. For some reason, I got to update the game with that information about update. What, this game, fan of transport? I also had an update earlier today, but it was more specifically for workshop content. So I don't know if you've got, like, all I've got that I know of is like a very specific scenario, like a scenario pack. And so I think that's what got updated for me, but I don't think there was any game update. Pronunciation's on point. What, for display, mate? Listen, I used to bang this in let me get my window open. Yeah, I used to play this a lot in 2023 No, sorry. Yeah, no, 2023. 2023, I've played this a lot, and that's what I actually had on my phone, like images of the names of stations on here, and like below it, like the English pronunciation and like how it worked. So like W's are pronounced V as a V, like L's with a slash, with like a slash on them, are pronounced W. Let me see if I've got any examples here. Yeah, so this is Sejejov. So the W's are V's, but I don't know if there's any point at which W's are W's, if that makes sense. So I pronounce all of them as V's. So this is like Kilimontov, basically. So this is Kozwov. So that L with a little slash in it it's pronounced as like a W. And I could be like wrong at some point. So yeah, I do try pronunciations. I think having having a non-British name growing up in the UK and being able to speak another language, I think has given me cause to at least put some effort in, you know, especially for names, like people's names that will come up. And I've had many people come on and say, "Oh, you're the first streamer to pronounce my name correctly." So on and so forth. Is that an orange or a red? Genuinely can't tell. It's a red, okay. Yeah, and then I feel like you just gotta pronounce places correctly, right? Or at least try. I don't know. There have been times when I've seen a name of a place on here. There are a few of them, and I've just been like, absolutely not. Absolutely not. There's a place someone was dispatching, and I was communicating with them. And usually I'll say my train number, then I'll say to location dispatch. So I was like numbers to, and then it's just this long pause while I was trying to figure out, should I even try this? And I was like, no. So then I just said to dispatch. I mean, they knew who I was talking to, so that's the main thing, right? Hello, Nilvanus, how you doing? No sleep, Mark. You need to rest your body, my man. You need to get a nap in when you can. Don't worry, I'm not going to feel offended if I put you to sleep. Can you explain SimRail? Is it like an online multiplayer train sim? That's exactly what it is. Multiplayer train sim, set in Poland. Sorry, I need to make sure like I actually do have a red, right? Yeah. I don't know if there's any. See, this is why I need a map. I'm gonna try and open it on my phone. So yeah, basically the SimRail has one big ass map, right? Like big map. Like some services take like 4 hours to do. So this big ass map in a section of Poland. I think we're waiting for that dragon to come through. On this section of Poland, which is it's both a very good point of the game, having such a huge map, but also it's kryptonite at the same time because it's only one map. Like in Poland, there's no Germany, there's no UK, there's no anywhere else, right? Apparently, I won't believe it anymore till I see it. There's a German and a US route in the works, but they've been in the works for literally many years, so I don't trust them anymore. Although some pictures were released at some point, but nah, it's been too long now with like no update at all. So yeah, and you can dispatch, you can also obviously drive a train, you communicate between yourself and other train drivers, or yourself and like the people that are dispatching at the signal boxes. Looks like new routes are available. Not on here, not yet. There's a new route and train coming out on Thursday next week for this. How you doing, Nilvanus? ASR, good to see you guys. ASR, yeah, thank you, mate. I am just I'm just sticking to either full HUD or no HUD. That's where I'm at the moment. Right, green on a yellow. green line at the bottom. Is that green? Is that a line at the bottom? No, just so 60, I believe. 60 limit. I'm Moroccan, Geordie. Moroccan. I was born here, but both my parents are Moroccan. Pros is one very big map. Cons is one very big map. Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much, man. Like, I feel like there would be so much more interest in this game and so many more players if there was just one other, if it was just like either the US or Germany, if they were to release and then sort of they would have one map that would keep expanding and expanding. I think that would be a huge selling point for the game. Once I've cleared the junction, I can get up to VMAX, right, ASR? Why did it say 100? I was stopped to 51. Ah, okay, I need to cross 252.7 first. You know, I might as well start going towards that now, actually. Resting after work, nice one, my man. Oh, restart soon, yeah. Oh my god, yeah, 10 minutes is going to be a restart. Jesus, I forgot about that. Right, I need to try to remember what service I've got. I need to note this down so that we can come back to it after the restart. Why is my VMAX still 100? Oh, there we go. I was being a bit impatient. Let me just make a note. What's my notes? Make a note of this train number. I'm going to use yesterday's request the route list. 24911. Cool. So the restart should last a few minutes and then we'll be back. We'll be back here. Obviously the train would have advanced a little bit, but won't be too bad. Might create my own workshop route if I don't know how to do them. I mean, yeah, good luck. Fan of transport. I can't speak on the complexity of it, to be honest, but I do wonder why it's taken so bloody. Like, I don't think we've had official confirmation that any of those works have stopped. So I kind of only imagine that development is still going on, albeit very slowly, which would potentially hint at the route creation process being fairly complicated. Why 40 in that instance, ASR? Oh, because there was 2 yellows, right? No, wait, no, but it was green at the top and yellow, isn't it? Oh, it's if there's a yellow line at the bottom of the signal, then it's a 60. Okay, I need to be more attentive to that. Where are we next stopping, by the way? I don't remember. Kilomontov 256.2. Is this it? Is it coming up? Oh, god damn it, of course. I'm going to have to use a bot. I'm sorry, guys. You know, I hate to do it, but when your boy's not paying that much attention, it is what it is, really. And you know what? Listen, I've only just come back to it, right? I've only just come back to the game. Forgive me. Give me grace. Give me grace. No, I'm not a cheater, ASR. You're a cheater. Maybe they could join up Poland with Germany. Well, that's the thing. The German route, I think, was going to be like a border route with Poland, if I remember correctly. $24.10 Towers. Nice one, man. Thanks. Do I like Afrobeats music? Man, I was so heavily into Afrobeats in like 2017, 18. Like, so heavily into it. Now, I don't really listen to music now, if I'm being completely honest with you. But in terms of like what I would listen to, I listen to a bit of everything, really. I say a bit of everything. Mostly like I like Afro swing, Afro beats. I mean, like UK, you know, like rap, US rap. When I get my car, I'll like sort of figure out again what I listen to mostly. But say like the only time I really put on music now, it's either gospel music or if I'm driving in no hezzy and I'm cutting up, I need like either drill music or just like hip hop music. Kozlov 262.0. No, you did not hear that I cheated on my wife, ASR. Listen, Fuse ODG, yeah. His song, Antenna. I got a story with that song. So, the first time I ever got high, it was for a friend's like birthday, like, it wasn't really a dinner, call it a lunch. We just went out to eat, basically. We were bloody young. Didn't really understand the concept of going out for a dinner. We just went out to eat, but we were in Hyde Park. And it was weird because I smoked before this, but I'd never gotten high. So we're in Hyde Park, and we had a couple of blunts, and we just sort of like passing them around, just chilling, laughing, and then I got high. We went to eat at Tinseltown, the Queensway one. I remember barely having enough money to even eat anything. I got like chicken wings or something, and that was it. They were good though, but I was not prepared to go and eat there. Anywho, so we're there now. I'm just completely buzzing, and then Antenna starts playing, and I don't know what it is. It just sounded like the best thing in the world. It sounded incredible, and for like days or maybe even weeks, if I remember correctly, afterwards, I kept trying to find it, and I couldn't, man. I'm trying to type in the lyrics that I remember, like what it sounded like, and I just could not find it. And then I think it was playing on the radio one day, and I was like, wait, that's the one, like that's the song. And then I got the name from there, and then obviously naturally it didn't hit as hard, but I still enjoyed it for a bit. So yeah, that's like a part of my childhood. I haven't heard that remix. I don't think I have anyway. I don't think I have. It's them ones where, you see me with music, I never really got like the names of the songs. And sometimes like someone will ask me, oh, do you know so-and-so song? I'm like, what the hell? No, never heard that in my life. And then they'll play it, and I'm like, oh, that one, yeah, of course. And like I know half the lyrics for it. I don't feel like my frame rate is playing ball at the moment. Feels weird, but then when I focus on certain areas, it looks fine. Right, we should have a red coming up. Oh, is it post platform? I think so. We are stopping here. Pick it up a little bit. I automatically always expect these stop markers to be at the end of the platforms, and I do get caught out sometimes when they're not. Right, is this signal red just because I need to stop here, and it's like a reminder that I need to stop here? Or is there an actual reason for it being red? But yeah, I'm looking forward to the Impulse. That's the train that's coming next week. Looking forward to it. I think I said this before, but I know it's like its operations are like the local stoppers, but I really feel like it's a train that I would want to really stretch the legs of. Right, I need to get this map up because I don't quite know what's going on with all these red signals, man. What was that? What was that map called again? ASR. What was the website for it? I usually have it on my iPad, but I don't have it on me right now. SimRail PL, thank you. Quite simple to remember, really, isn't it? Hopefully, no issues. I can install it. They have an app. Okay. I was going to say, hopefully no issues running it on my phone. Okay, is it installing like just a shortcut to the website, or is it installing like an actual app? Because it says app installed. And it says added to home screen, but it's not on my home screen. Okay, there it is. Oh no, it's like a proper... Wait a second. Oh no, it's like a proper app. Fair enough. Fair enough. That's quite cool. I always like things in app form. Sedzice is only 308 kilometers from Germany. Westernmost station. Westernmost station in 1 week. What's happening in 1 week? Oh, the map extension? Right, 24911. Or according to ASR, 24 Twin Towers. Okay, no results yet because the map doesn't exist. Or the server doesn't exist. Map extension, yeah. Do we have a price for that? Yeah. It's probably going to cost what the others have cost, I would assume, right? Good afternoon, Simon. How you doing? Generic mug puppy picture. You know what? One does wonder what exactly happened to those discounts, those loyalty discounts. They did seem to just vanish. No one seems to really be wondering that. That's good to hear, Simon. I'm well, thank you, my man. It is lo-fi, yeah, Jordy. It's so hit and miss with regards to like copyright. Like I'll type in non-copyright, and then they'll say on the title non-copyright, and then you'll just get a little cheeky warning from YouTube, which I've got like 1 billion of at this point. And demonetization, although it does not affect me because I do not get any views on these live streams on YouTube. So when I do find one that doesn't cause me any hassle, I tend to just like stick with it. And this is one of them. Why are we slow? Ah, this bollocks. I am not paying any mind to these bloody speed restrictions. These are ridiculous. I'll stick with this one. This one is legit. I respect that one. I'm not respecting the others. Right, we are on our way now to Tunnel. 267. Start slowing down at like 266, maybe. Right, can you show me results now, Matt? Thank you. Lovely stuff. Cheers. Not anymore, Jordy. Because I've got YouTube Premium, I came to the realization that I don't actually need Spotify. Because like I get YouTube music with YouTube Premium. So like in the last month or so, I've ended my subscription of Spotify. But I did have one there though anyway. I had like a playlist, but it had like 2 or 3 songs that would trigger the copyright bollocks. And in all honesty, mate, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not too fussed about it. There doesn't really seem to be any like limit to how many warnings you can get. I've gotten so many, and yeah, because I don't really get many views, it doesn't really affect monetization in any way. Yo, Anants, how you doing? Poor TSRs, ASR, poor Polish Railway, mate. Poor tracks. That's the only thing that's poor here. No, but they add discounts anyway, though, don't they? They add discounts with like all the DLCs. So I doubt it's because of that particular reason. How long are we going to be traveling at 50Ks? I miss my ETCS. It's really annoying that they don't update the tracks. As in like the railway tracks, not the locomotive. It would be so cool if like, if there was construction somewhere or a TSR somewhere in reality, then you'd see it in the game. But then once it's been resolved in reality, then it gets removed from the game. Otherwise it just ends up being a bit silly, man. Like, fair enough, it does add variety, and even though it's not as per reality, the fact that there's a TSR, it is an immersive, like, plus. That would be nice if it was done well. Sadly, some lines in the south would have to be closed permanently. I'm not gonna lie, bro. So be it. So be it. We've got so much trackage. Like, I'm signing up for a realistic experience, you know? I want it to be as per reality. Maybe they can have maps where those tracks are open and it's like a sandbox kind of thing. And it wouldn't be too much of a downer if they were quicker at developing new sections of DLC. And introduced a more true-to-life timetable. I mean, it all just comes down to just how the game's taken care of, really, doesn't it? You know, I was still looking here. When did we pass Tunnel? Wow. Okay, we're here now. Fair enough. It wasn't really making sense, and all of a sudden it was. Oh, whilst the server was dead. That makes sense. This guy over here looked like he was leaning. How are Simco doing these days, ASR? Anything new with them? Any new contracts or news? This is our train for today. EP07. With only 2 coaches. I didn't even notice that. Why do doors keep opening and closing? This guy can't decide whether he wants to come inside or not. Probably want to report ASR. We're at Charnica Station. Or Charnitsa Station. And passengers seem to have issues boarding the train. Still limited at 50. Yeah. Jesus Christ, man. Apparently some people went to NYC recently and played TF3. What's TF3? Oh, Transport Fever. You know what? I was thinking about that. I think it was some point last week. And I think I might give it a go, you know. I might actually give it a go. Widen my spectrum of game genres. Tram simulator projects carried out in cooperation with the Saduj Gushliuzhko University of Technology in Krakow is gaining momentum. Okay. Nice. A whole lot of nothing, basically. You're learning to signal at Bedrin. Fan of transport? Good luck, my man. What sort of signaling like method is it? Is it there? Is it the like the big board, or is it a computer? City Skylines 2 may be good. Can't really talk on City Skylines. Oh, bored but not very big. I know I liked dispatching at Bedrin, but I don't remember exactly what was there. What month did that happen again in ASR? January. All right, we're only in February. For a brief moment, I thought we were like we were in 2025. When we say trundling along, this is it. This is the definition of trundling along. Alas, we get to go at 60. This train is comically short. I saw a sleeper coach for the first time on Friday, I think it was, ASR. I didn't even know they existed. It was like a really short journey from, I don't even know where it was from. But that was my first time seeing them in the game. What do you think is going to happen in Maduro? I don't know. You know how to be following the news. Either he was a pawn and he'll be paid nicely and go live on an island somewhere as a very wealthy man, or they'll just treat him like dirt. I did see a post earlier today though saying that that situation was a test run for what's coming with Iran, and within the next couple of days Israel are going to strike Iran hard. He redacted. Yeah, pretty much. That Jovka I think is coming up. Haven't really been paying attention. 12.5. No, actually. There's an island for sale. One previous owner name redacted. I really do wonder what's gonna happen to that island. It's probably gonna be like, I don't know if it's even locked off from the public now. It should be, right? Probably it like be under investigation or something. I think maybe 10 years from now, urban explorers are going to start exploring there and obviously find nothing, but also find some very creepy things, I think. You can fly to on flights. Have you always been able to? It's not accessible at the public, but it's accessible public women, if you know what I mean. People will find their way there. People have already explored it. There was that video from years ago of those two guys there. Wait, what's the next CSW route, Simon? Epstein Island. Hello, Joe. Long time. How you been? If I'm not mistaken. I know that Shepard lines actually have a different gauge size that goes to Ukraine. Yes. I know that wait. The one to the right of us. I'll take a closer look. This one? It looks of a similar gauge. Seen people jet ski to it. Yeah, that would make sense. That's really wild, man. Like, imagine not really knowing anything about it, and then you just decide to do that, and it end up being a sacrifice. Next stop, Yezovka, 16.8. Russian gauge. Oh, Russian gauge on electrified line. In game is standard gauges. They didn't bother to make it to gauge. Same like Rogov meter gauge, track speed standard. Oh, that sucks. That would have been that would really have been a nice little touch. Like on TSW, they always go the extra mile. I mean, there's a route. Is it Navica Dresden or a different one maybe? Where not only do they have a narrow gauge line on the route, but they've also got like coaches that are of that gauge there that are just like static stock. And then I think on, is it Frankfurt, one of the Frankfurt routes, right? For a brief spell, a narrow gauge line runs beside the main line where you're running. Nice little touch, man. I'm really starting to question, I mean, I have been for a while now, but I'm starting to question more and more Simcoe's dedication, would one call it? Like, for all the praise I had for them in, you know, 2023, 2024, they've let myself down, man. They've let me down, sorry, not myself. I think it's not too far from the same parts in the Caribbean. That would make sense. That would make sense. It's got like those types of trees. I mean, I'm sure they're probably all over the world, but I don't know. It's got those types of trees. It's just that they have to implement a whole new system to make tracks for alternative gauge. I'd imagine there'd be a lot of work for a line that you're never gonna ride. A lot of work, really? Really, bro? I don't buy that. Would have been a nice touch. I don't think it would have cost them a lot. And as you said, it features on a different part of the map as well. And, you know, we're going side by side by it for quite a while now. Would have been nice. Is the heritage line or the island line not narrow gauge? No, because it uses the same train as like the district line used to use. And even in game, it's the same train that runs on the Paddington route after the remaster. Dresden Leipzig or Dresden Chemnitz. I think it would be Dresden Chemnitz. Oh, I don't know. Because Dresden Leipzig was never called Dresden before, right? Give me 1 second. I need to take this. Sorry. Right, sorry peeps. Just had to deal with a work matter. Right, I've got no idea how far we've gone. Well, what's the next station? Volbron. Volbron 22.2. Let's take over then. What's our limit? Still 60, Jesus. 22.6. Or was it 26.2? I've confused myself now. 22.2, right. It's neither. We've got red coming up at some point. Do you think there's one near Frankfurt? I'm certain there is. I'm certain. On the Frankfurt folder route, I don't know if it also shows up on the S-Bahn one, but I'm pretty damn certain on the Frankfurt folder one at least. It shows up at some point, not too far from Frankfurt. I could be thinking of a different one, but I'm pretty certain it is that one. Yeah, I saw. So that train, the train that changes gauge on the flight. There's a video of it that I've seen. I've seen a few times, from like the underneath of the train, like the undercarriage of the train. Quite a cool and honestly pretty strange experience. There's a stop on the island there where you can switch over to the heritage line. Oh, okay. Yeah. When did I see that being spoken about? It was very, very recently. I don't know whether it was a video, whether it was an online post. But yeah, I think it's a heritage line that runs like specific seasons, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, have I got it completely confused? So there's like a steam train run there. So that's Volbron done. On to Zarazedje. 28 kilometer post. Both Dresden, Leipzig. I never got Dresden. Yeah, that makes sense. I don't remember the Dresden Chemnitz one, but that's because I haven't been on that route in. I think I played it once last year, but I haven't properly been on it in a good 3 years. I think at this point. Only during the summer, yeah, that would make sense. Trams or U-Bahn? I don't quite remember. I'm pretty sure I was told what line it was or like what runs there, but can't remember for the life of me. They've got rid of the roadmap, have they? I haven't noticed. I look at it once when it comes out and then like never again. No, it's here. I've got it. The February one, that was the last one. I've got access to it. Hey, so why does it just say like, it just says old people? Okay, you can't really see it too well. But it says old people. It's like someone's dispatch post, but there's only a bot there. Why does it say old people? Or is that a translation thing? Yeah, there was none for January. There's none for January, but I think they did say that in December, to be fair. I don't think there was one in December either, because in December they had all their like reveals and stuff, right? It's always funny around Christmas and New Year and stuff. Seems like every year they're trying something new. So yeah, no, there definitely wasn't a January one. And realistically, with all the reveals that had taken place in December, what would have been the point of a January one? There wouldn't have really been anything new. Don't really see the necessity of a line like this being limited to 60 kilometers an hour. It's quite ridiculous. Very thin on patches lately too. I mean, that's always the case, isn't it? A new TSW will release, and as usual, it will release with all its bugs and issues. And then next month, they release this big patch update, and with a big list of patches, about 10% of which were actually like useful, and then they come with the promise of, you know, yeah, we're going to work really hard on delivering like big updates on a regular basis. They said this in TSW5, by the way. No one really picked up on it. They said it during TSW5 and only did it like 2 or 3 times across the entire year. And this happened again. We've had 2, I think, relatively big updates or fixes or whatever you want to call them, and then nothing else much. It's just history repeating itself, really. I have not been paying attention to where I am. Hello, my bot. It is that time of the week, yes. Bro, there's no way Navigraph are still sending me emails after I've unsubscribed about 3 different times. Bless me. How are you doing, my bot? There are more dispatchers at the moment than train drivers. Thank you, Jordy. What do you mean you don't know what to do, my bot? In regards to what? Oh, you don't know what to play now? What, have you just recently finished the game? Or have you just been playing too much of one? Whoa. What is going on? You like too many things. Why don't you flip a coin? Or depending on how many games that you have that you could potentially play, flip multiple coins. Do some dispatching here then. I have a feeling that's what you really wanted to do deep inside anyway. I was looking for a track to drive. No, no mistake. I'm looking forward to going back to LMU personally, although I'm a little bit nervous because I've been playing AC Evo quite a bit these last few days. I may play some tonight. Just on the Nordschleife doing like the tourist layout, just like on the multiplayer servers. I've been driving the Lotus Siege. I've driven the. What did I drive yesterday? Oh, the Huracan. Lamborghini Huracan STO. And there's something else I'm pretty sure I drove as well. And I'm concerned because I'm struggling. I'm actually struggling. And yeah, it's like, okay, cool. I'm rusty. Yes, it's been a while. But I don't know, I was worried, like worryingly bad. And obviously, you know, you play a game for a while, you'll get accustomed to it, whatever, but I don't know. I think I just hold myself to such a high standard when it comes to like driving and racing games that if I'm not very good in my opinion, I'm just instantly worried. And I think it's also because AC Evo has like the most realistic layout of that track. It's arguably the most realistic experience all in all, which makes me want to be good at it even more. Yes, Jordy, I've been playing, so I've got like a bunch of story games that I want to play through. So like, I've done GTA, I've played through GTA 5, played GTA San Andreas when I was younger and finished it. Finished that a couple of times now. But I never played GTA 4. I never played GTA 4, so I, at some point last year, downloaded the complete edition with all three like versions of GTA 4, and I finished the main one quite a while back. Last week, I think I finished The Lost and Damned, and now I'm playing through the Ballads of Gay Tony. I'm quite enjoying it actually. But yeah, I wanted to have played that and finished that, like all like the complete GTA 4 before GTA 6. So that's what I'm currently doing. But I do have the Mafia trilogy lined up and ready to play. So I think I'm going to get to that next. Play through the Mafia. I say Mafia trilogy. All of them basically. Play through the Mafia series. And when I'm done the Mafia series, I want to play Kingdom Come Deliverance, the first one, and then start the second one from scratch, because I was like quite deep into KCD2 and stopped playing it for a while. And then I stopped playing it for quite a bit after having gone like quite a hardcore at it for so long. And I was like, you know what, at this point, I think it only makes sense. Me being moved with my OCD, let me play the first one first, because it did bug me the whole time that I hadn't played the first one. So I didn't have a lot of context, didn't have like any backstory in mind. So I said, okay, let's play the first one, then I'll play through the second one, and then yeah. But realistically, in terms of time frames, I mean, my twins might be teenagers by the time I get to, you know, going through that entire list, plus GTA 6 on top. So we'll see. Just had a lovely nap, Mark. Good. That's what your body needs, my man. And that's why you feel so good after it. Have I driven race cars or road cars? What, an AC Evo? I've done both. But I prefer when I'm doing the tourist layout of the Nordschleife, I prefer road cars. I love just ragging road cars around. I'm not too fussed about race cars. I can race cars enough on like LMU. I've done enough racing, GT3 racing on ACC. Obviously they're fast, they're grippy, they're easy to control. But you take a road car now, and it's like unpredictable. It's actually satisfying. You know, it actually takes a fair bit more skill at times. Like lapping GT3 cars there, your focus is on getting faster and faster and faster. You've got your braking points nailed down. You've got your, like, you kind of got everything nailed down. You can get from bridge to gantry with no problem at all. With road cars, there's no guarantee of anything. Do you know how hard it is for me to do one lap? It generally takes me about half an hour, 40 minutes to finish one lap. And that's only because, like, if I crash, I reset. If I crash, I restart. I crash, I restart. I crash, I restart. And, man, you know, when it takes you 7 minutes to get around, that is a lot of room for error. And then, you know, that doesn't even cover other people being absolute knobheads, of which there are many, myself included. Four is your favorite. It's a lot of people's favorite, and I cannot believe, like, the way San Andreas had a hold on my life and the love I have for that game. I cannot believe I so casually skipped over 4, and I didn't really casually. Like, at the time it came out, I didn't have a HD TV. I couldn't just get my hands on games easily. My friend borrowed me The Ballads of Gay Tony, but when I played it on my TV, all I could see, like, I just remember trying to drive a car at night, and all I could see was tail lights. Like, it was really really difficult to play that on a TV that wasn't HD. And so I just ended up giving it back to him. But then when I was a little bit older and you know, I had the HD TV and I had the means to, like, buy games myself and stuff, I think it was because by that time GTA 5 had already come out. So I was no longer thinking about GTA 4. But I am surprised that it took me as long as it did to get me playing it. Because I love GTA San Andreas, like I said. I loved GTA 5. Itching for GTA 6. And I've heard so many good things about 4. So many good from 2008 until now. I've always, like, just heard so much good things about that game, and I'm surprised I like neglected it for so long. The Ballads of Gay Tony, see the museum mission. I just did that one today. I don't know why in my brain I didn't think that we were gonna see that mission from all three perspectives. That's so. I thought to myself, bro, that's so sick. That's really bloody cool. Like, that's creativity that, I don't know. Like, did we have that in GTA 5? GTA 5 was really cool in its own way, but there was just a spark, man. I don't know. There was a spark. I really am intrigued to see how GTA 6 plays out, considering a lot of the main names at Rockstar are no longer there. I just hope it still has that spark that makes GTA, you know, alongside the racism and the sexism and the bigotry and all the lot of it. There's just something about them, man, that they all have. Set up the camera. You don't know how much it hurts to not be able to do that thing. Sorry, Nabil, what are you referring to, boss? Hello, by the way, how you doing? The last mission that I finished was... Okay, well, it was a side mission where that crazy girlfriend, the crazy girl, that took the pills and overdosed, and he took her to hospital. She like throws herself off a building. Then you've got like a mob chasing you, thinking that you murdered her, and then the police are after you as well. That was the last thing that I did. The last main mission was with Tony. Damn. Think. The one where in the cutscene, during the cutscene for the mission, he like puts a gun to Louise, and then he puts a gun to himself, and he's just like bugging out. And then you go and do. Oh, you track the red car that's chased. That's like because Gracie got kidnapped. Obviously, you know, we know what happens to her from like the other GTA 4 versions, but in this one, you know, you don't know. But you're tracking one of the cars from the Irish family, trying to find out where they're keeping Gracie. Pretty calm one, to be honest. Just flying around in a helicopter. Where's Els back on MSFS? Els he'll pop in, man. He pops in like twice per stream, says hello, and then disappears back into the shadows. Blood of Dawnwalker. Is that the one where you play as a vampire? Simon. Am I going to watch the East Coastway showcase? I think so, you know. I was playing TSW yesterday. I've realized why I started streaming it. I was playing it yesterday, and I was like, wow, I really missed this. Just playing TSW and just chilling, like not having a podcast playing, not having a video playing, just literally just playing the game. And I was doing a route that wasn't super involved. I was playing Boston Sprinter, and I just had time to like think and ponder on things while I was driving, and it was like some really nice time with myself. But I did try to watch the East Coastway stream. I didn't actually know it was today. I haven't really been paying attention to it. I just saw it on my YouTube homepage. So I was trying to watch it, and then I realized it was for today. So if I just find myself playing TSW again at 7 PM, or when the stream will be on, then yeah, I think I have it playing beside me, for sure. I am looking forward to the 171 and the timetable. It's gonna be quite interesting. I haven't downloaded any timetable mods at all for BML? Yeah. No, sorry, East Coastway. So I don't actually I have no clue what that route looks like being busy, so yeah, I think it's going to be somewhat insightful watching the stream. The physics of 4, you know what? I complained about the physics, and this was after several days of playing GTA 4. So I felt like I gave myself some time to get accustomed to them. And I was just like, bro, how do people say that this is better than GTA 5? And I was just going off on a bit of a run. I really, really didn't like it. But funnily enough, today I was thinking about it. I was driving around today, and I was like, this is really this is nice. This is like, I wish GTA 5 was like this. The driving is a lot more realistic. You have to think about doing things a lot more. In GTA 5, it's all very rigid. All the cars got solid suspension, can brake on a dime. are all super fast. You know, you don't really have to think about too much. Whereas on 4, I actually have to think ahead of my braking and how I'm going to position the car. Like, it's literally like sort of the things I have to think about when I'm sim racing and stuff like that. So yeah, no, I really do like the physics on 4. You know, I eventually came around. The ending mission, is it? You know what? I don't even remember what the end missions were for the. I don't remember what the ending missions were for the other ones. Lost and Damned was but you set the place alight and stuff, and then you're all there watching it. I felt like that was a bit mid. I don't remember what the main GTA 4 ending mission was. I know near the end you finally catch like a Ray, or whoever it was that hurt him back in Ukraine or Russia. You find them at the airport and you choose to let him live and stuff. I don't think that was the last one though. Oh yeah, Roman's wedding gets shot up by the Italians. Yeah, that's sad, man. I forgot her name, but she was cool. His little girlfriend. I don't want to talk about the topic, but it's the most recent. Okay, I think. Okay, you don't know how much it hurts to not be able to do that thing. I think I've got that part. But set up the camera. Oh, you've done that. Is that what you're saying? He's from Serbia. Oh yeah, bro. I listen. I don't remember the details. Joe Thompson, long time. Yo, what's good, man? How are you doing? Players of Vampire look quite interesting. So yeah, if I remember correctly, Simon, that was showcased on that event, right? The gaming event. I'll be honest. Yeah, it does give like Witcher 3 vibes, but there was just something about it that I don't know. It didn't click with me, man. It didn't really click with me. I don't know whether it was because that whole bloody showcase was just trash, other than like either ETS2 details or what. Maybe I need to look at it in its own scope, but yeah, like it looks interesting. It looks like that type of game. I don't know, maybe I just need to see some more like from it. We only know coming soon. Oh, what, for the East Coast way? Yeah. Mallory. I'm sad now that I remember her name, because I instantly heard it in Nico's voice. You're not dying, Mark. Why do we get so dramatic? Like as guys, I'm pretty sure we're all guys here. Why do we get so dramatic when we get ill? Like I have a theory, yeah, and I think I actually saw some science that backed this up, like genuinely. But I've always had a theory that because women tend to like suffer a lot more every month, that a cold is like nothing in comparison, so they never really make a big deal out of it. Bro, when I've got a cold, like I'll even tell myself like, come on, like man up, like, you know, take it on the chin. I can't. I can't take it on the chin. It's quite heavy. I've started just ignoring it really and just like tricking my brain into thinking it's just like I'm not ill, and I very much clearly am. When it helps, actually, it's helped. I've been doing it the last couple of times I've got ill, and it's actually been helping. I know it does, Mark. Yeah, I know it definitely feels like it. Nabil, bro, find some like quiet roads, yeah. You know, somewhere in the country, and then just do what needs to be done, man. Iran are going to be destroyed. Oh, I've seen some interesting text to back that up. And I also feel like I saw what I saw on 4chan, which has always been a bit of a weird place, hasn't it, for that kind of thing? It's always been a bit spooky and creepy. I feel like that gives more validity to what was written. For context, I saw a post recently that was posted on 4chan saying that the Maduro situation was like a test run for something that's going to happen with Iran, and that in the next, well, it was posted a couple of days ago, and it said in the next 3 days, Israel's going to strike Iran heavily. Yeah, then that's going to lead to some stuff. Really, Nabil? Hey, listen, bro. Where there's a will, there's a way, man. There needs to be some way to keep your skills, you know, refreshed. Even if it's just in the area, you know, it's a little something. Just a little something. Look, I'm not being devil's advocate here, but if I was able to get all my experience at 14, you know, where there's a will, there's a way. Last night there was 10 aircraft carriers. An air car. America's moved a bunch of F-35s to Israel yesterday. Mad. That's very mad. That's very, very mad. Like I said, the thing was posted like 3 or 4 days ago. I knew, bro, anything that's posted on 4chan is always like suspiciously on point. Yeah, no more requester routes for the time being, Mark. Yeah, mate. Three days? What, referring to the Iran situation, Nabil? No way we're finally breaking a 60km/h curse. I cannot believe this. A historical moment. Fly, my boy. Fly, fly, fly. Look at that, she couldn't wait. Like a bat out of hell. Do they have bats in hell? Apparently. Nabil Mafemchi. What does the 3 days have to do with? Yeah, in 4 kilometers, Mark. But thank you, mate. I know absolutely no requester route in SimRail. They were flying out of City Airport. What? London City Airport, Mark? Thank you, Geordie. Great request. Yeah, let me hear it, Simon. I really, 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 really wish there was some sort of gradient indicator. Why is there no like locomotive sounds? Oh right, I'm coasting. But still. There should be something. Some engine noise of some sort. All I'm hearing is running sound from the coaches. War will go tonight or tomorrow because Air Force One is there. The 2 Doomsday planes. Damn, yeah, they're not joking around. Why does it say there's a 40 coming? Like, this is VMAX. VMAX, that main signal. VMAX, VMAX, VMAX. Do I have... Oh, snap. It is on the timetable. Please don't derail. Too much riddles for me. Have mercy on my brain, man. Oh, right. Well, you might as well, bro. You might as well like do it to the UK. You know, little trip. Birmingham to Crewe the 150. You know what? We did something with 150. Either the 150 or the 153 on Manchester Piccadilly. I didn't even know you could drive them. And I had a good time with that. I think I would have enjoyed it on Birmingham to Crewe as well. It did get to stretch his legs a little bit from what I can remember. And I didn't even know that you could drive that. Okay. Oh, why was I... Yeah, the UK needs to get into good standing with the US at the moment. Bro said hell no. Come on, bro. They use 150 and 153 to fill in for the TFW services around Birmingham and Manchester. How annoying is it that... Never mind. I also was surprised to see ScotRail liveried 170s on the Manchester Airport route. In 2026, we still have sprinters around. What do you know about that, mate? I am in the homeland of third rail EMUs. Only time I've ever seen a Sprinter was my one time in Birmingham. Also my one time I've ever been in a Pendolino. Maybe something for the older ones. Well, apparently, was it Mark that said that they do appear there, in the ScotRail livery. '80s DMUs are looking old now. The 1972 stock is knocking at the door. Loud sprinters on the suffragette line. Yeah, I only knew about those from the Train Sim Classic route. And when I saw that, I was like, huh? The hell is this? I had never seen them in reality. That I can recall anyway. What is now the Mildmay line to the branch to Clapham Junction ran quite local to me, but we didn't use that station very often. Were the sprinters on the Train Sim Classic route? Or were they Turbo Stars? They looked more akin to like 170s, didn't they? Or 171s. Am I thinking of the right train? Local vibe. Google is so annoying, man. Every now and again, I'll search something and it will just pop up or show up on my phone saying like, oh, AI, like you want to use AI basically. And I'm like, not interested. Every time it pops up, I say not interested. And it keeps popping up. Like, at what point do you think I'm suddenly going to be interested? Stop showing me the stupid thing. Think East Coastway could get put out tomorrow. I don't know, could do. Maybe they'll give us some more information on the stream today. 172s would make sense. Yeah, 172s would make sense. So in actuality, I didn't even know there were sprinters there at all. This is the first time hearing of it. And so are they donning the orange and white livery? What do you mean most of the remaster has been out on Friday, Mark? They were Silverlink purple and green. And everyone's inherited them at the UMPs, but didn't repaint any. Huh. Might take a look and see what they look like. Was it Friday that the Great Western Express remaster came out on? I don't actually quite remember. I know Friday's an odd day for things like that to release, in all fairness. Camera's gonna go off briefly. I'm surprised we've made back all the time. I mean, I know I've been pushing it quite hard, but I didn't actually expect to make up all the time we had lost in the beginning. Oh, so they were only ever meant to be temporary, Mark? Sorry, Simon. Really? Do I have to reverse? I don't know what to do in this situation. Right, I put it into reverse and it just like accepted it. That's one way to cheat the system. The game's well confused now. I don't think that was meant to work, but we've gotten away with it. So this map is going to get another extension on Thursday. I don't know how many square kilometers that it will bring up the map to. Is that enough to entice any of you that are not currently players of SimRail? There's also a new train coming out on Thursday as well. I think they were temporary. I don't think they were temporary exactly. They're for 10 plus years, might last longer. I mean, to be fair, if they did the job, it's like if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? It's never exactly a simple process to make those sorts of changes on the on any railway, to be honest. Are there any preserved Silverlink livery trains? not necessarily like running on like some sort of heritage service, but just like a museum or something. Definitely not on. They're definitely not in the transport museum. I was under the impression, Nabil, that they were both going to be released on the same date. Yeah, fair enough, Jordy. Is that just due to the geography? And you know what the great thing about being a TFO employee, Jordy? There's no fee to pay. It was great just flashing my Oyster card and just getting the yeah, go on then. It's a lovely privilege, honestly. It's a lovely privilege. There was a station where, due to a football match, they had like a particular entrance as exit only, and me and the missus had walked quite a way to get to that particular entrance, and they were shunning like everyone away, and I was even like, oh, like, can I get through? Like, it's a long walk to the next to where the actual entrance is. Missus is pregnant. They were like, no, sorry. I was like, okay, well, can I get like a bit? I was just being cheeky. I was like, can I get a bit of like employee privilege? They were like, have you got your card? I was like, yeah, flashed it. They're like, yeah, go on then. Just felt amazing, felt incredible. Silverlink isn't that fondly remembered. Really? What was there any issues with them? If the 3-on-3 is preserved, there'll be an either NSE or blue grey. Yeah, makes sense. Those were more distinct, I guess. Okay, fair enough, Nabil. I didn't know that. What is this bridge, by the way? Is it like a train bridge? No, it's like a mine sort of thing. Just goes on and on and on. We'll stick to the NRM. These keep catching me out. These weird stop markers. I mean, I call them. They are weird, aren't they? But why is the platform this long, and then the bloody thing is right here? And a 150 be preserved in regional railways. Average price. Not all are going to make preservation. Yeah, makes sense. Guess so. Oh, actually, I was going to look at, try and find an image of one. Have a look at one. Try and find one on my phone. Silverlink Quode 150s. Silverlink class 150. Oh, the little purple green. Oh, yeah, it's really nice actually. I genuinely just like expected it to be like silver, like more akin to the Leipzig silent we had in TSW. Oh no, this is quite nice. I really like this. Pretty sure that exists in that livery in Train Sim Classic. Silverlink, I'm going to stand the chance compared with NSC. Yeah, it makes sense. Yeah. It is a cool name in its own like bubble, but yeah, it is interesting to have it with like no silver associated with it. 313 NTS Classic. Maybe that's it. Certain I've seen it, just don't remember where. I'm not going to make any sort of shout out. I just want to say, hope you lot are all enjoying the stream. Thank you very much for joining me today. Always great having you guys around, having a chat. You know what, maybe I should respect these TSRs, as ridiculous as they are. Maybe I should respect them. If we're going to do this properly. It would be nice, like, where the TSRs are, for there to be, I don't know, maybe engineers posted about, perhaps some tools, something to signify some intention to work on, you know, whatever's causing the TSRs to be there in the first place. The longest train in England from Liverpool to Norwich. Really? The hell's a 1585? I initially thought that was a spelling error. Then I was like, hold on a second. It's only 2 coaches. It can't be a 158. It is 158? Wait, but you said 2 car. 158s are quite short. What am I missing here? Silverlink also operated a lot of what is now NNW1 until the franchise got withdrawn. What, they had the trains going out of like Euston? It's a really nice splash of colour. I mean, we got the Elizabeth line today, which is like has a bit of purple on it, but no, like the Silverlink livery specifically was really, I don't know, really out there, really popping. You know what, Nabil? I realised. I think that's more what the streams are about. Like, I sometimes get fussed about what I play, and it does play a part. But I think, yeah, overall, it's a little, like, it's a bit of a chat room, really, with some viewing pleasure as a bonus. Euston locals. That's so cool, man. Sometimes I do wish I got into trains a lot earlier, and you know, maybe I guess it would have been cool if I had people who were into trains like around me, like my dad was into trains, for example. Yeah, Jordy, break it down to me. How does a 2-car 158 end up being the longest train in England? What am I missing? Right, let me try and find the reason for this stop. So we've got 144321. Is that coming towards us or going away? It seems to be currently stopped at a station, but that's a way away. How are we doing for time? Are we early? No, we're a little bit delayed actually. Oh, we got this here. Okay, I'm not using this map anymore. I had this issue last time and I thought, okay, maybe it's just this once, but that map is really, really delayed. I don't like it. My guy, it's the SimRail map website is doing that whole, like, you know, this bollocks of like, oh, like select like your interest, legitimate interest and rubbish for like cookies and stuff. Bro, like, what information are you gonna get from me? I'm not logged in. I don't even know if you can log into it. What on earth? Okay, there is actually somebody at Sosnoviec Kazimierz. I don't know who's holding me up exactly. Whether it's them or the one that I've passed already. Your code is gone, Mark, just like that, magic. That's pretty good, I guess. Let's zoom in here. Oh, hello. Oh, in terms of journey time. I thought you meant like the train itself was like the longest train. That's why I've been so baffled about it. SimRail CEO needs your data. Wouldn't be surprised if that was true one way or another. What doesn't need your data nowadays? How long is that service, Geordie? $7 hours, Jesus. Wonder how many crew changes that service goes through. Probably like 3, I would assume. 3 or 4. Ran by EMR. Are EMR the ones that have the purple livery? That's another nice one. You're not dying, Mark, no. I really don't know, Nabil, man. I can't say I have a desire for it, you know? I can't say I'm like super looking forward to it. Maybe once I push myself to play it, I'll enjoy it and then I'll just stick to it. But I can't say as of right now I have like a feeling to play it, you know? I do sit aside, man. I mean, I really like purple in general as a color. It just fits everywhere, man. Like, you know, what's purple? What sort of vehicle has purple on it and isn't nice? Purple cars are nice. Purple trains are nice. It's really down with the color purple. Hello, Transport Legend. How you doing, mate? I will let you figure that one out because 99.9% of people are going to say yes. I feel like I'm the 1% in that it doesn't really bother me that much. But, you know, brace yourself for something. It's definitely an experience like I haven't experienced on any other train game I've played. Definitely unique in that sense. But yeah, I'll let you figure it out. I'm doing well myself, thank you. How are you? Mark, you need like, you know those like minty rubs? There was one that I had. It had like a tiger thing. It's some sort of balm. Tiger balm? Even? I don't know. But it was like sort of like burgundy in color. And just putting it under my nose when I had a cold would instantly do the job. Unless it was like really bad. But yeah, you just rub a bit. It's got like the texture of Vaseline. You just rub a bit under your nostril. And yeah, man, it works like magic, honestly. I need to get another one. You need a mate for TCM? Wait, why? Is there a particular reason? I'll jump on if you need someone. It burns your nose. Listen. For what it does, a little burn is a very small price to pay, honestly. Whenever Cheese plays an all-purple kit, is it just solid purple or are there any other colors? Like purple with like a touch of black or a touch of gold, I really like. TCM is the Crew Motorfest. I used to play it like daily. I was so close to diamond rank and then I just stopped playing. For vibes, local. Damn. Just let me know when like you don't want me to hop on and then we'll see what happens, innit? Gold stripes, yeah. That's a bit of me. That's for sure a bit of me. Absolutely. Well, hey, I put on a kit. Like, listen, I haven't kicked a football in. Okay, I think I've kicked a football in recent times, but I haven't played football properly in like a decade. Listen, put me in that kit. I'm prime Messi, bro. Who is that Donny with the dreads that used to always play with sunglasses? I think he used to play for Tottenham. Davids, something like that. I'd be him in his prime. I think he was good, from what I remember. Yeah, see, hey, I'm surprised. Listen, I remember the most random things, you know. I was never into ball like that. Like, I really wasn't. That was always my friends that would just always talk about football and just talk about the most niche players and teams. But then I just remember stuff like that. Like, I just have one memory in my brain of watching him on Match of the Day. Like, I can tell you where he was. Like, it's like a static image from a Match of the Day that I watched when I was probably, I don't know, 6. I'll remember something like that, and then I won't remember something like, I don't know, that I should remember. Wizzy, I don't know. I don't know what happened after I stopped watching him. But even from my ends, you don't know my ends. You may know where I grew up. I'll always be loud about that. And I still could be there now. I won't confirm that until I'm away from here. You'll always know my last move, never my current one. That's the key. Yeah, Nabil, that's what I'm saying, bro. It's I don't know, my memory is very odd. Like my earliest memory that I can remember is getting a nappy change. And then I think my second earliest memory is sitting in a buggy. And I also have another one of like when my mum took a picture of me. But when I remember when I saw the picture, I was like, whoa, how young was I here? Like, I didn't realize how young I actually was when I took that picture. Well, when my mum took that picture of me. Like, I have like really ancient memories. But then, yeah, you'll tell me something today and I'll just forget it within the next 20 minutes. Oh, yeah, absolutely. Isn't Barnet like on the outskirts of London? Or am I just making that up? I know you got like High Barnet. Is that Barnet? I don't know. I know that's on the Northern Line, I think. Yeah. But I think it's like even beyond north. It's like the Essex equivalent. And Kent equivalent. Well, you were living up in Kensington. I had a place there where I was paying over £1,000 a month for a room that could only fit my bed and desk in. Did have an ensuite though, which was nice, but shared kitchen. Over £1,000 a month, bro. It's funny, you know, because when I was doing, when I used to do Uber Eats, I delivered food to a building right behind Harrods. Right behind Harrods. Literally, like, right behind Harrods, on the back of Harrods. And I've still got the video on my phone. Bro, it was... At least, it was like a residential. It's like a big house, but, like, one of those where many people, like, live in there. And the decor, the layout, just the whole thing was so trash. I don't know how long it would take me to find. What year would it have been? 2018? 2019? 2019 actually. So I had my little moped. I don't know how much of it you're going to be able to see. You can kind of tell by the layout, it's just a bit weird. But like even like the wallpaper is just like ugly and like just like ugh. And it just looks like so basic of like a place. And that was right behind Harrods. Like you'd expect it to be like fancy and like, you know, upper class. It was rubbish. Yeah, see, I'd expect something like this. Little lifts with like a window, you can see like yourself going down. That's like you can't really see it properly. It's like outside. Like it's just cool. Look at the corridor. You can tell by the corridor it's like a nice place. Like that's what I would have expected. It was just rubbish. I used to film like the nice places I'd go to. Don't know where the others are. Top 14k. 14k is dire, but like really though, what would actually be the reason aside from having generational wealth and just wanting to be away from the peasants? What would be a logical reason to live there? There isn't any. It's still London. You're still going to get robbed for your phone. You're still going to get your car robbed. So don't really see the point. Alright, I'm at the mercy of a bot dispatcher here. Whenever they decide to let me go, we'll go. Just to make sure it was real. Oh, it's real. Oh, I wish I could remember. There's a place, like a room by Hyde Park Corner, close to Knightsbridge. I wish I could remember. I mean, just by saying the location, it's like a penthouse as well. Just saying the location and it being a penthouse, you can kind of imagine the numbers. I wish I remembered exactly how much it was, but it was just something ridiculous. And it was like some Arab that was like renting it, but he was renting it like year round, as if it was his house, and he wouldn't even be there for most of the year. It was wild. Nah. It just doesn't make sense to live in this city, man. Ideally, you want a house, yeah, literally like on the outskirts, Kent, Essex, like you said. The price is just from between like the price difference between there and like main London is insane, absolutely insane. Oh, my little Vespa. I do miss my Vespa, you know. It was matte black. That's so cool. And I had like a matte black helmet to match. Canary Wolf Street. Yeah. To you, Nabil. You got it like that, man. We can't all be like that, bro. Yeah, I had an actual Vespa. Of course I did. That was my little darling. And then I got smacked off it by some twat in a bimmer. Pulled out on a side road as I was coming through and just bloody knocked me off. I don't know how well you're gonna be able to see it. Yeah, that's my baby. And then after that, I had an NMAX 125. I don't know if I have any pictures of that though. And it was white, and I had a white helmet to match. I always like coincidentally had the same coloured helmet as my peds. I got one video of it, but it's like a sped up video, like after I watched it. Then this one got robbed. Surprise, surprise. I was living in South London at the time. Bimmer indicators are up. You know what? He did have his indicator on, to be fair to him, but having an indicator on doesn't automatically mean pull out. To be fair, my headlights were quite dim on that ped, and the speedometer wasn't working, but that was a separate issue. Hello, Justice. Brother-in-law rented a small one-bed flat in London that was more per month than your mortgage. I believe it, bro. That's not even... I don't even need to think twice about believing that. Like when I told you, okay, I wish I had a picture of it. You know what? Actually, let me see if I can fish out a picture of that room that I was living in. Unfortunately, I think it would be, if I did have a picture, it would be on the phone that I'm actually like recording myself with right now. Oh my god! Just instantly, there's like 20 pictures of my old ped. It was a bit of a beauty, you know. It was cheeky. Little L plate. Hold on, I need to make sure I scroll the right way. Yeah, literally right there. They had like, I had like the front wheel, like this train. They basically broke it and sort of just left the ped there, and then left it for like 2 weeks. At which point I had already given up on it because that was like the second time that they tried to steal it, and I just thought, you know what, flip and take it. Honestly. They really like completely broke the steering because of trying to break the steering lock. So they like they kept kicking the handlebars trying to break the steering lock itself, but it wouldn't break. But it bent my steering column, and that was the second time. So at that point, I was like, you know what, take it. We are being held here for a while, aren't we? You know what the annoying thing is was, Jordy, was that it was like a fresh BMW as well. It was like that plate, like it was a plate for that year. Nice SUV. It just took some common sense, man. You know, just took some common sense. But literally, I don't even know how fast I was going. I don't think I was going that fast, but I hit the car, rolled like 5 or 6 times, and just landed on my butt. And I just sat up and I just looked at the car like, really? Really? My ped got wedged underneath the car, but I was able to pull it out. I had these 2 nitties, these 2 crackheads that were my witnesses. I was okay. Like my knee, I really bust my knee. Like I couldn't really walk on it properly for a couple months, and I did end up getting a small payout, but. And I waited like 3 years, 2 or 3 years for like a 400 quid payout. Is ridiculous. But yeah, it sucked. I really liked it. I did. I did a madness on it though. I got from... I'll never forget it. I think in 2 minutes. If you know your London geography, I got from Fulham to Shepherd's Bush in 2 minutes flat. Just floored it the entire way. I had all greens, luckily. I don't know. I just get into some zones sometimes when I'm driving. I'll just put myself on a mission. Just try and get from A to B as quickly as possible. I was ragging it. And sometimes I do wonder, like, was that why, like, it got taken from me? Because, like, I wasn't being sensible. And, like, I ended up not really paying the price, but I almost did. But I did end up getting my plate was flagged for not stopping. What's the correct term? Not stopping for police. I forgot what the right term is, but not stopping basically. And it was literally because I just couldn't be bothered. Like, I was all legal, so anytime they would try to pull me over, I would just bomb it because genuinely I just couldn't be bothered to like deal with the whole stopping, checking everything, and then just letting me go anyway. And then it does take some go to, you know, get away from blue lights and sirens. So as much as I was really, really pissed about it, because I was bloody financing the damn thing. I didn't even like... It was even like I bought it outright, which was really silly in hindsight, financing a ped, but I mean, it was the best I could do for my situation. And to be fair, the money I was making doing Uber Eats and Deliveroo on it, hypothetically, allegedly, just for tax purposes, I was easily paying it off. So then when I didn't have access to it anymore, oh my god, it put me in a whole heap of trouble. But it was so handy, man. Like, because all my friends were still in West London while I was living in South, and by the time we'd finish our session, like our chill sessions, there'd be no trains. And to get a bus, it was Greenwich at the time. To get a bus from West London to Greenwich was a pain in the arse. Having a ped was a godsend, man. Absolute godsend. I transported a microwave. I just put a microwave in my Deliveroo bag and transported it. It was great. Sorry, Nabil. Fiat Topolino, is this car gonna piss me off? I'm gonna search it now. As long as it doesn't look as bad as a Fiat Multiplayer, which I don't think is possible, really. Fiat Topolino. Yeah, you've pissed me off, bro. I didn't think you could do that, but you've done it. You pissed me off. Don't ever send me a car like that again. I don't think necessarily that they're assholes, Geordie. Like, at the end of the day, if I'm in trouble, I'm calling them. Like, when my ped got teethed, I gave them a ring. It's just like, I don't know, it's like and you know what? Every time I've been pulled over, it's because I was speeding, and I never got done for it. And even when I actually I was driving with no insurance, no tax, no MOT, no license, and I got let off like really, really easily, lightly for all of that being the case. So they deal with me quite fairly. And to be honest, when they stop me, I do like I'm nice, I'm straightforward. I'll straight up say, yeah, like my bad, yeah, I shouldn't have been doing that, basically, which they do appreciate, and it does help the situation. But it can just be a bit annoying sometimes, and at some point my plate had been flagged. And so they pulled me over quite aggressively when they finally got me. But they dealt with me quite calmly. I told them, they had no evidence it was me driving, right? So I was acting sort of completely clueless. And even they were saying yeah, it could have been somebody cloned your plate and put it on a different ped, or whatever. Because I was yeah, no one else is insured to drive. I'm the only one that drives it, so I don't know how that could be, yeah, I am in that area, a few times, but around that time because they told me the month. I was like, no, I wasn't in that area during then. But they weren't being like arseholes. They absolutely could have been. They absolutely could have been. But I mean, ultimately, when there's no evidence. We used to have a Fiat Uno, a green Fiat Uno in Morocco that we'd always rent. We'd rent the same car every year. Served us pretty well. They're pretty basic, you know. I mean, it had one purpose and it did it fairly well. It's a Fiat Uno. There's not really much else it could do really than just get you from A to B. It's 10k. Nah, bro. I mean, it's basically a Citroen Ami, really, isn't it? I don't know how much they go for. Our Fiat's known for breaking down. You know what? I could have gotten myself an Abarth, like an electric one, fully kitted out. But I've got a family of 6. It's not really a suitable car. But I would have seriously considered it. I would have seriously considered it. I've always wanted an Abarth, but like a petrol one, obviously. Not an electric one. I still do. I would absolutely love an Abarth just to like rag around in, you know. Put an even louder exhaust on it. An Abarth 500 to be precise. Because there is that like Abarth 124 Spider, I think. That's pretty decent, but it doesn't have any sound to it. I like a little bit of exhaust. The car that I was driving with nothing on it, it was a Focus ST170. One of the best cars I've driven to this day, man. It could do 70 miles an hour in second gear. Don't ask me how I know. And like metal pedals, had a metal shift knob, little spoiler on it. The lights were smoked out. Oh, I loved it. Nice rims. Oh. I think it's still about to this day. I remember I went to do a free MOT evaluation on it because it didn't have MOT, and the guy came back and was like, "Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, it's worth like you're better off scrapping the car than like paying. I think it was like $2,000 that I would need to pay to sort it all out." And here's the funny thing. So it got taken away from me. And they were like, yeah, like it's gonna get scrapped unless obviously like you come for it with proof of, because I told them I had a license and everything. If you come like and collect it with proof of insurance and your license, then no problem. But if you don't, it's gonna get scrapped. Obviously, I didn't have any of that, so in my head, the car was gonna get scrapped. And then the next year or 2 years down the line, I get a letter. Now I open this letter, and it's a fine. What is it a fine for? Well, there's a funny little picture on it, and it's of the car that I was told was going to get scrapped. And it's crossing a bridge in Liverpool, and it didn't pay the toll. It didn't pay the toll. And I'm like, hold on a second. Why is the car still alive? What's it doing in Liverpool? And why is this coming to me? Nah, I cleared that up, and then afterwards, God knows where that car is today. I still remember the plate. EA03 FYS. I really like the FYS. A clear message to everyone behind me. So you can go search it up. Maybe it's still knocking about somewhere. I don't know why that plate stuck with me. Everything's allegedly. Yeah, no, everything I say is allegedly. I'm streaming. This is purely for content. It's purely for entertainment purposes. Everything that I've said. Orlando City SC home kit. Okay. Oh yeah, yeah. Something. Yeah, yes. That's what I'm talking about. Yes, that's a beautiful kit. Can't go wrong, man. With a dash of I mean, it's more than a dash of purple. You can't go wrong. You actually can't. I'd love like, okay, maybe not on a Berlingo, but I'd love to own a car where I can slap like a purple wrap on it, like a purple wrap, a satin wrap. 24911 to Katowice Zavodzi. Dispatch. Message received. Thank you very much. As long as we keep moving, I'll be happy. Thank you. I need the loo, man. Don't say you forgot the over, bro. Because I'll end up saying it. (24911) to Katowice Zavodzi. Message received. Yeah, thank you very much. Appreciate it. Have a great shift. Hank says hello. Adnan says hello back. How are you? Ah, bro, I need some piss. Sorry. Bad and good. C'est la vie, man. I'm doing good, thank you. I'm doing good. Yeah, I think I'm inclined to agree. Geordie, yeah. Yeah, I think I'm inclined to agree. Try not to shake too vigorously so that you don't end up graffiti in the place as well. Remember the days when like SimRail was popping, man, and then everyone like the views would be good. People in game are like, oh yeah, you know, hello stream and stuff like that. They're like, you know, into the stream. Game really fell off, man. SimRail would be like, no, whether it's a Monday or a Sunday, there's double digit concurrent viewers across the entire stream. I mean, I think the 11 hours stream spoke for itself that we did. Looking forward to it picking up again for 3 days next week. I did, Hank. Yes, of course. Always enjoy a little toilet break. Never have I left the toilet feeling worse than when I went in. Better than hospital. All things considered. Why? Thank you, Jordy. You have actually. Yeah, solid. There you go. I actually do need to be a bit more on my hydration. Been falling off, man. The classic after toilet. Hydrate redemption. I need to stop saying like that. I'm actually going to go to the bathroom. So then I stop being trolled. There's ASR here. Just want to report. Cheeky purple texture. Why is it always purple? Like in ETS 2, when there's an issue with textures, they'll be purple. I think in a bunch of other games as well. Hello? Do you see what I see? It's like that IRL. That definitely would be an excuse that you'd hear in the SimRail Discord. Have you checked that it's not like that in real life? That's that place is it's a hell of a place. It's a hell of a place for sure. Enough Thomas the Tank Engine for a few hours. Take a break. But you know what? If I get an email notification, let me know. Bring the tablet to me. Alas, I had an email notification of the tablet was brought to me. Nice to find a decent bloke streaming stuff. Oh, thank you, Jordy, man. That's genuinely, that means a lot. Thank you. My aim is to just be, I mean, it's literally just that. Just be myself, be chill. From what I've seen, I think I'm the only one that allows conversations for anything. The amount of times I'll be watching a stream and, like, you know, I mean, I don't really, like, follow any streamers, but when I used to, the minute the conversation will be, like, I don't know, political or, like, about a particular topic, oh my god, there's, like, a spirit of fear just possesses the person. But it's okay, like, it's okay. If it's gonna be like that, then just create videos for people to watch. Like, what's the point in streaming? The whole point is to, like, create an engaging space. Guess what you're doing now? Well, it's too early to be cooking, Hank. So I hope you're not cooking, because now you'd have broken the streak, post 6 p.m. cooking streak. Yeah, no, Bill. See, stuff like that, bro. I mean, at what point do we go from, you know, sweet gaming community to cult? I think it's somewhere there. Again, the Discord would have my head on a stick. Hello? Touch ID. Whenever I get my hands on an Apple device, I expect it to work perfectly. I want no flaws. You've seen me in Sinker's chat, really? In what way? I'm not on his streams often. I think I've visited his streams like twice, maybe. Thing is, I genuinely don't use Twitch. The only time I really use Twitch is if it's like, it's got to like 4 in the morning at work or 5 in the morning, and my eyes are just glued, like they're trying to glue themselves shut, and I need some form of stimulation. And then it's either my beloved, where is it? Candy Crush. What level am I at now? I don't know if I've crossed level 1000 yet. I am killing it on Candy Crush.
Katowice to 24911. Just about a minute wait or less. Just waiting for the line block to be cleared by the Pendolino.
24911 to Katowice Zavodzi dispatch. Katowice dispatch. Thank you very much for the information. Happy to wait for a few minutes. What level am I? 903. I've got like my little hack that I do when I play it. It's not an actual hack. Oh my god, I hacked CSR Racing 1. I hacked it and I was top 1%. And I was thinking to myself, you know what? Look what pay to win does. It blocks you from your potential. I knew I was sick at that game, but I was limited by not paying money to the devs. So when I finally hacked it and I had access to all the cars, I was top 1% in the world. For month after month after month, I was top 1%. And then, annoyingly enough, I download CSR Racing 2, and I'm completely legit. Like, I didn't hack it, I didn't do anything. And they banned me for hacking. But they didn't do it in the game that I was actually hacking in. I found that so ridiculous. And I had access to CSR Racing 2 for months as well. And then I deleted it, uninstalled it, and installed it again. And then I see that. Ridiculous. I should have just hacked it anyway. I don't have an Apple device. It's from work. Property of TFL. You met Senka in the States, Jordy? Was it you that told me that last time? That's pretty cool. I was actually gonna go to the States in I don't know whether it was last year or the year before. I think it was last year, like March, and it just never materialized. No, it was 2024. Oh, that year was rough. I was not gonna go anywhere, boy. Unless I was going to be a stowaway in the back of a lorry. Beautiful. 1,200 mile. Jesus Christ. Bro, the US is huge. Although, two things I want to do when I eventually do find myself in the US. One, I want to, like, my plan is when I finally do go there, I want to put £1,000 aside just for the food to, like just enjoy eating the food and the snacks. And then I also want to rent a car and do like a road trip with. Yeah, I love driving as well. I love cars. Really, Hank. I'm gonna go back on it soon. I'm starting to get back into like driving and racing. I've been playing AC Evo this week quite a bit, just to like kind of prepare me for my return to LMU. So yeah, hopefully the next few weeks I should be back in it. When I do come back, I'm gonna properly come back to LMU, at least like 4 or 5 days a week. I should be going. I should be going this year, at some point, but I'll disclose more information on later on. Yeah, and what happened to your recommendation that you put on the forum, Nabil? The UI thing. Really, Hank? Nice one, boss. Gotta look after your rating, man, because it's a grind. But I like that. It's not like a ridiculous grind, but you do have to really earn your stripes. Nothing, yeah, of course. Of course. Yeah, bro. Listen, that happened to me once. I was like 1 lap away. I think it was on the final lap. I ran out of virtual energy. Such an L, because I think I was either first or second. It was such an L, man. Is Syncor streaming at the moment? No, he's not. Okay, let's raid Carter then. Ooh. Gotta be careful with his Mustangs, innit? They can smell blood from a mile away. Would like to drive one though. You got someone on ETS here? Go on then. Drop me their name. 100% Nabil. Bro, Discord, you can't use anything. You can't use Discord for anything serious. I mean, just try it. Just try and say something sensible on the dovetail one. It's diabolical. Right, go show some love to Jess. I'll probably pop in and just, you know what? Drop my face. I don't know whatever free emote of mine is free. My face, my smile. I think that one's free, right? You don't need to be subbed for that. Just like, yeah, let that be like the raid emote, so that we can get some recognition over here. Yeah, show us some love. We love some ETS too. She looks like she knows what she's doing. I will be back tomorrow, same time, with some more SimRail, God willing. And yeah, hopefully catch you guys there. Oh, you need a sub to use the emote on other channels. Okay, fair enough then. No problem. But yeah, see you guys tomorrow, hopefully. Until then, enjoy the rest of your day, your evening, your morning, wherever you are, your afternoon. Take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. Stay safe. Health is wealth. And until the next one, peace out.